Where are you taking me? Speak. I will go no further.
Listen to me.
I will.
The hour has almost come when I have to return to the horrible flames of purgatory.
Ah, poor ghost.
Don't pity me. Just listen carefully to what I have to tell you.
I will. I'm ready to hear what you have to say.
You must be ready for revenge, too, when you hear me out.
What?
I'm the ghost of your father, doomed for a certain period of time to walk the earth at night, while during the day I'm trapped in the fires of purgatory until I've done penance for my past sins. If I weren't forbidden to tell you the secrets of purgatory, I could tell you stories that would slice through your soul, freeze your blood, make your eyes jump out of their sockets, and your hair stand on end like porcupine quills. But mortals like you aren't allowed to hear this description of the afterlife. Listen! Listen! If you ever loved your poor dear father,
Oh God!
take revenge for his horrible murder, that crime against nature.
Murder?
His most horrible murder. Murder's always horrible, but this one was especially horrible, weird, and unnatural.
Hurry and tell me about it so I can take revenge right away, faster than a person falls in love.
I'm glad you're eager. You'd have to be as lazy as a weed on the shores of Lethe not to get riled up here. Now listen, Hamlet. Everyone was told that a poisonous snake bit me while I was sleeping in the orchard. But in fact, that's a lie that's fooled everyone in Denmark. You should know, my noble son. The real snake that stung your father is now wearing his crown.
I knew it! My uncle!
Yes, that incestuous, adulterous animal. With his clever words and fancy gifts, he seduced my seemingly virtuous queen, persuading her to give in to his lust. Though they were evil words and gifts to seduce her like that. Oh, Hamlet, how far she fell. She went from me, who loved her with a dignity and devotion that suits a legitimate marriage, to a wretch whose natural gifts were poor compared to mine. But just as you can't corrupt a truly virtuous person, no matter how you try, the opposite is also true. A lustful person like her can satisfy herself in a healthy union and then move on to garbage. But hang on, I think I smell the morning air, so let me be brief here. Your uncle snuck up to me while I was sleeping in the orchard, as I always used to do in the afternoon, and poured a vial of henbane poison into my ear, that poison that moves like quicksilver through the veins and curdles the blood, which is just what it did to me. I broke out in a scaly rash that covered my smooth body with a revolting crust, and that's how my brother robbed me of life, my crown and my queen all at once. He cut me off in the middle of a sinful life. I had no chance to repent my sins or receive last rites. Oh, it's horrible, horrible, so horrible! If you are human, don't stand for it. Don't let the Danish king's bed be a nice nest of incest. But however you go about your revenge, don't corrupt your mind or do any harm to your mother. Leave her to God and her own guilt. Now goodbye. The glowworm's light is beginning to fade, so morning is near. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Remember me.
All you up in heaven and earth. What else? Shall I include hell as well? Damn it! Keep beating, my heart and muscles. Don't grow old yet. Keep me standing. Remember you, yes, you poor ghost, as long as I have any power of memory in this distracted head. Remember you, yes, I'll wipe my mind clean of all trivial facts and memories, and preserve only your commandment there. Yes, by God, oh you evil woman, oh you villain, villain! You demand, smiling villain. Where's my notebook? It's a good idea for me to write down that one can smile and be a villain. At least it's possible in Denmark. So, uncle, there you are. Now it's time to deal with the vow I made to my father. This is the skull of your king's jester. This one? Yes, that one. Let me see. Oh, poor Yerk. I used to know him. Horatio, a very funny guy, and with an excellent imagination. He carried me on his back 1,000 times, and now, how terrible, this is him. It turns my stomach. I don't know how many times I kissed these lips that used to be right here. Where are your jokes now? Your pranks, your songs, your flashes of wit that used to set the whole table laughing. You don't make anybody smile now. Are you sad about that? You need to go to my lady's room and tell her that no matter how much makeup she slathers on, she'll end up just like you someday. That'll make her laugh. Horatio, tell me something.
What's that, my lord?
Do you think Alexander the Great looked like this when he was buried?
Exactly like that.
And smelled like this too?
Just as bad, my lord.
How low can he fall, Horatio? Isn't it possible to imagine the noble ashes of Alexander the Great could end up plugging a hole in a barrel?
If you thought that, you'd be thinking too much.
No, not at all. Just follow the logic. Alexander died. Alexander was buried. Alexander returned to dust. The dust is dirt. And dirt makes it mud we use to stop holes. So why can't someone plug a barrel with the dirt that used to be Alexander? The great Emperor Caesar, dead, now turned to clay, might plug up a hole to keep the wind away. Oh, to think that the same body that once ruled the world could now patch up a wall. Be quiet,